Good morning. My name is Serena, and I am your go-to guide for all things sensitive. Today we have a beautiful meditation for freeing ourselves. You can see my cat is going to join us today. Hi, Chiefy. You want to do a meditation? So this meditation is for releasing some of what's in our pain bodies. So our pain bodies are all the areas in which we store trauma, things that are unhealed, different experiences we had that we were unable to deal with at the time, and therefore they just got stored in these places. And so our pain bodies typically are what get activated every time we are triggered. We go back to a certain moment in time when that trauma originated and was stored within the body. And so most of the time, actually, when we are triggered, we're not acting incongruently with what's happening in that moment. We're acting incongruent with what happened in our past. So this meditation is really good for if you find yourself triggered a lot, if you deal with a lot of negative emotions, if you just feel really heavy and weighed down and are looking for a little bit of lightness and freedom. This meditation is perfect for all of that. So without further ado, let's get into the meditation. Welcome everybody to the Free Yourself meditation. My name is Serena, and I will be guiding you today through our meditation. If you've not already, please find a comfortable seat, somewhere that you can sit and relax and be undisturbed. You may want to find a pair of headphones to listen to this on, or you may also want a glass of water or a journal to write down any thoughts afterwards. If you need to get any of those things, you can pause this video now. If not, we can continue on with the meditation. And once you've found your comfortable seat, I'm going to invite you to just kind of relax a little bit deeper into your seat. Maybe that means dropping your shoulders a little bit. Maybe that means snuggling into wherever that you are, moving the fleshy part of your butt. Whatever that means for you, to just get snuggled in a little bit deeper and a little bit softer. Now I want you to invite this softness to your body and just notice. You don't have to judge or anything. Just notice where you're holding. Notice where there's tension. Notice any strain or any emotions that might come up. Just welcome them. Now I want you to start to notice your breath. And again, you don't have to change it. You don't have to shift it. Just notice as it's coming in and going out. Are they big, deep breaths? Are they shallow? What's the quality of them? No judgment here, just noticing what's going on with the body, just becoming in tune with our body. Beautiful. Now, so you have your eyes closed and starting to relax deeper and deeper, starting to notice where we are and what we're feeling. As you close your eyes, I want you to imagine your body. I want you to imagine that you are looking at your body. And your body is covered in a giant suit of armor. This suit of armor is about 2 times bigger than it should be, so it doesn't fit you quite right. It feels very uncomfortable. It feels very clunky and very awkward on your body. Not only that, but you also notice an extreme heaviness that comes with this suit of armor. When you look down at your toes, you can see the shiny metal. And you can see your own face reflected back to you. But your face is covered in an armored mask. You also notice that your hands are covered in an armored glove. Your legs are covered. Your torso is covered. Your back is covered. Every inch of your body has this armor on it. And with striking awareness, you start to realize how heavy it is. You start to feel the discomfort rise. You can feel the sweat in between the stickiness of your body and the armor. The condensation, you can feel the steam rising out of the armor as you breathe. It's hot, and it's heavy, and it's very uncomfortable. There are parts where the armor is poking into your body from being too big. It doesn't sit right on your body. You start to feel all these feelings. Just notice what's coming up for you. Notice if it's discomfort, frustration, anger, sadness, heaviness. Whatever it is that's coming up, just allow it to be there. We don't have to judge it. It's okay for it to be there. Just notice what it is. And as you start to feel the weight of this armor, you start to realize that you don't have to wear it. It doesn't have to be yours, especially because it doesn't fit you. So as you begin to look out, away from your own body, you see that across the room there's a chest. And right now this chest is closed, but you can see little bits of light streaming out of the cracks. You find this chest very intriguing, and so you become instantly pulled to walk over to it. And as you lift up your leg, you feel almost that you can't even move your body because of how heavy this armor is. So you pull your leg up so laboredly, and you put it back down, and then the next leg, and the next leg. And by the time you get over to the chest, you are crawling on your knees to get there because this weight has become so heavy. It is barely holding on with all of your strength just to get over to this chest. And as you crawl to the chest on your hands and knees, you fling open the chest top. And this brilliant stream of light comes, and it envelops everything around you. Everything is light. And you realize that this is not just any chest. This is a magic chest. And this chest is going to take your armor for you and dissolve it with the power of the universe. So you begin with your feet. You look down at your feet and you see that shiny metal staring back at you. And you slowly begin to pull off the metal boots that you've been wearing for so long. You start pulling by the toes, and then the arches, and the heels, and then your foot comes free. And then you do the same thing for the other foot. You pull at the toes, and the arches, and the heels, and the foot becomes free. And then you place these armored shoes into the chest, and beautiful music plays as it dissolves the armor. And for the first time, you look down and you see your bare feet. And they are beautiful and light. And you start to feel just a little lighter. So much so that you can begin to removing the armor on the rest of your body. So you begin to move the armor from your shins and the back of your calves, on both legs. And you hear as the beautiful music plays as soon as you throw it into the chest. And then you continue moving up the body. Removing the armor off your kneecaps and your thighs. Moving it from each leg. Slowly feeling more life coming back to your body and feeling so much lighter already. And you remove the armor from around your waist. And the heaviness that was sitting there. And you throw that into the chest. And you feel yourself coming more and more alive. And you remove the armor from your torso, and your chest, your arms, as well as your hands. As you remove this armor, you throw it into the chest and you feel your body is so weightless now. It's beginning to feel so light. And as you're releasing this armor, you're noticing what's coming up for you. What feelings are you also discarding with this armor? What parts of it felt more heavy? What parts are you ready to let go of? As you continue, you take the armor off your chest and your back, and the heaviness and the emotion that goes with that. And you take the armor from your throat and you throw it into the chest, and you find that you feel like you can actually speak again, like you are free. And the last piece of armor to come off is your helmet. And you pull the helmet off, and as you do, you look into the shiny metal before you throw it away, and you see your own beautiful face smiling back at you. And it is the first time that you've noticed your own beauty, because you've been wearing this armor for so long. You've forgotten what you look like. And as you thank this last piece of armor, you toss it into the chest, and then as the music plays and dies down, the chest naturally falls closed. And you sit there basking in the freedom that you now feel, the freedom that you now have to do or be or say anything that you wish to be free, to embody your authentic self, to feel safety, to feel that you are accepted without having to be armored, without having to protect yourself. You are free. And this knowingness brings with it such a lightness and such a beauty to be able to be your authentic self. And as you bask in this lightness, I want you to just start lightly moving your toes, your fingers, and feeling that you've received a new body today, that you are just discovering for the first time how light and movable and pliable you really are, how much love you are filled with, how much peace and lightness you bring to the world, how much compassion you have for yourself. And as you do this, I just want you to slowly bring yourself back to the present moment as we give gratitude to the universe chest for taking away our armor and for providing us our freedom. And when you're ready, you can start to move a little bit, maybe swaying side to side. Maybe you wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, flutter your eyelids open when you feel ready. And I want to say thank you for joining us today in this beautiful meditation to free yourself. This meditation is amazing to play anytime that you're feeling heavy or anytime that you have maybe a negative emotion that you can't place. It helps you remind ourselves that it's somewhere in our bodies and that we can always access it and release it whenever we feel called to. So with that said, I want to say thank you for joining us. And if you like this video, please remember to subscribe and comment. Let me know what your experience was. What did you feel that was leaving you? Did you feel lighter by the end? Did this help you at all? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. And with that being said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day wherever you are. Big love, Serena.